Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath.
Drink. Or should we say, breathe. Come on, family. Breath is the foundation. Hell, you go for shit. You done fasted with me for 21 days. You know we could go a long time without eating, right? We know we could go days without drinking. But hell, you can't go 10 minutes without a breath. You know what I'm saying? Try to hold your breath and watch time expand. If you really want to understand Einstein's theory of relativity, right? How things are relative. Hold your breath. You'll understand relative. You know what it means. You know, because it's like time expands. You know what I'm saying? It seems to get longer. You know what I'm saying? Or because of course you have experienced it as in the joy piece where time shrinks because it seems like you're having so much fun. Go on and try to hold your breath and set a time. Say, I'm gonna hold my breath for 2 minutes and see how long 2 minutes really is, relatively, right? But anyway, hey, this is Brother Haatim coming at you live on the Daily Spark. Man, family, I want to make sure to remind you to like, subscribe, share if you would, and also please comment, man, because the only way we grow is what? That's right, if we grow. And speaking of we are on the day of Ujima. We want to clap it up. Yes, y'all. And you don't stop. It is Ujima. And we also want to clap it up because this is the week of emojis. So we want to clap it up for all the emoji babies and for all those that's going a little bit deeper because we get to learn more about the principle of emoji this week. So we're going to clap it up for emoji. Yep. Man, listen. All right. Let's get this show on the road. Now, of course, I have to apologize because I will not be able to do all of the sound effects going through the show. Not because my producer, because I don't want her to think I'm blaming her for that. And speaking of that, I have to say a happy belated birthday to my producer, Miss Tiandra. Let's clap it up for her. Happy birthday, hold on. Oh, Anime want to say happy birthday too. Simba want to say happy. What? Anime want shit. She got the thunder. She went to a thunder forum to say happy birthday. And the explosion. All right. So, but sending shots out, sending love to those that send love to us, right? But hey, let's go on and let's build this morning. So, once again, we are standing on Ujima, and just so that make sure that we get the proverb of the day with the script, I'm going to read the proverb of the day, right? Smooth seas do not make skillful sailors. Hold on. I know those of you that listen are going to complain and be like, we did that one. I know, but the algorithm I have set picked this one out, and it is not a repeat on the current list. I know some of y'all, but hey, we eventually gonna run out of proverbs. I'm just letting y'all know, family, because we getting it in. I mean, we gonna eventually run out and start the loop. But by the time we run out, I'll have enough information to have a book of proverbs covered by Gye-nyame Journey and discussed by us. But this is a very powerful proverb because it really makes you think. Smooth seas do not make skillful sailors. Many of us want to make life easy. We want life without the problems. We want the picket fence and the perfect family. But none of that shit helps produce what we need. We need warriors. We need problem solvers. We need skilled sailors who have been on the seas of life and are able to go on and what they say, something about the deck, or when the sea is tossing. We need somebody that has the skill to tie down the stuff on the boat so that it won't fly away. We need somebody that could tell us what direction to go. We need somebody that could steer the ship without fear into the waves so it don't get flipped. You know what I'm saying? We need somebody we need people who have that ability, right? And those people that could be reminding us in the midst of the storm that no storm lasts forever. No storm lasts forever, right? So, what is it? Smooth seas do not make a skillful sailor. We need skillful sailors. We need heroes, right? We need individuals who been in it, right? And we need individuals that can train the next generation because they're gonna need the information that we have. So we can't let them down. Ashe? All right, let's get it. Moving on to the algorithm of the day. I want to make sure you get that. The algorithm of the day is, I do not wait for heroes. I am part of a heroic collective. I want to let that roll around with you for a minute. I do not wait for heroes because I belong to a heroic collective. I'm surrounded by heroes. What the hell? Think about that, family. We are surrounded by heroes. We are surrounded by skilled sailors, right? Many of us don't know it, or we can't accept it, or we think that we have made it by luck, right? One of the things that I'm running into with some of the young people that I'm working with is that they honestly believe that luck is a major factor in their lives. And I am trying to break that because I used to think that too. Luck, right? But it's not luck. Now, luck plays a factor, a minor factor if you want to believe in that, right? But you know, I heard somebody say at one point in time, God and luck cannot exist in the same universe. So if that's true, which universe are you existing in, my friend? You understand? But anyway, I just want, and that's part of the practice when I get into what I'm talking about. Getting young people to really start recognizing their skill. What are they good at? And helping them hone and helping them put them on in a safe way on stormy seas and let them get out there and sample their skills, right? In a safe fashion. Once again, smooth seas don't make skillful sailors. All right, now let's move on. The haiku goes to, once again, not the haiku, the algorithm. I do not wait for heroes. I am part of a heroic collective. Everything that you need is in our community. Everything that you need is in our collective, right? And we have to understand everybody does not belong to our collective. Just because you look like us don't mean that you're part of us. And I know that's going to hit some of y'all hard. Because, we naturally, we're loving people. We want to protect everybody, but we have to start in the sense, once again, go into the definition of a nation: stable, historically developed community with territory, economic life, distinctive culture, and language in common. Territory, right? Everybody can't be on the territory. Everybody can't be in the territory. And some people may be in the territory, but may not be of the territory. So hopefully they got their traveling papers. They paid that tariff to get inside of our territory. You understand what I'm saying? Because the territory produced the economic life. So if you allow everybody into the territory, you can't distinguish our territory from other people's territory, and they will start producing their economic life using our shit. We got to stop that. Territory provides and produces economic life. Okay? So whether we're talking about digital territory or actual land, right? We have to take command of that. Right? And when people want to use or be on our territory, but they're not of us, they have to go on and pay a tax. They have to, make a sacrifice. Let's use some of the ancient language. You got to make a sacrifice. You don't just get to be on our land and be around all my heroes, this heroic collective I'm belonging to. You know what I'm saying? And not make a sacrifice. Right? But anyway, I'm getting off the point. Let me hurry up because I got libations in the morning. In a moment. All right, so here we go. Family, the Ubuntu loop. Here are some, I want to say pronouns. Pronouns for you. I think that's the right. No, adjectives. Adjectives. Here are some adjectives for you, right? Accountable, collaborative, reliable, interdependent, fortified, supportive, committed, and reciprocal. Right? Now, just plug those in the I am in the Ubuntu phrase. I am because we are, and we are because I am. Right? So you plug that in. I am accountable because we are accountable. And because we are accountable, I am accountable. You see how that loop works? Right? Throw those words in there. Practice that. Pick one of those words. Work with it today. All right. My haikus. It is in practice that one builds skill to survive the battles of life. It is in practice that one builds skills to survive the battles of life. What practices do you have, and what practices are you developing for our young people? Right? I want you to understand this, if you have ever studied a martial art is nothing but a collection of practices of individuals that survive fighting that way. They were able to come back and create and pass on those practices, right? All wrestling styles, all jiu-jitsu, all judo, all taekwondo, all capoeira, all martial arts are a collection of moves that somebody was able to use, and they survived long enough to pass it on. Now, one thing that I can assure you of, if it's a real combat sport, real, not just gym, if you want to do a martial art, find a martial art that has a history of being used in battle, right? Now, if it has been used in actual battle, you can be damn sure that the ones that did moves that didn't work didn't make it. So martial arts are they are evolutionary techniques because individuals have tried them and they survived. And they survived long enough so that they could get them to you. You dig? All right. So it is in practice. So I'm saying all that to say this. What skills are you honing that you have honed over your life that you can pass on to the next generation? What skills helped you survive? You have a responsibility to pass it on to the next generation. It is in practice that one builds skill to survive. You dig? All right? What skills are you giving your young people to practice? What skills are you practicing to survive the battles of life? Next, needed skills are grown and harvested during storms that comes with this life. Needed skills are grown and harvested. The skills are grown in practice and they're harvested during the storms. You get it? You get it? Needed skills are grown or practiced during what are needed skills are grown, practiced, and they're harvested during the storms. Let's remember that. So are you passing on practices? I'm hitting on that one today. Are you passing on practices that make it possible for our children to survive? Or are you allowing somebody else to pass on their practices to your children? Because I want you to understand this. If your children are learning other people's skills, let me just say this. Those skills are not designed to help your child survive. It's designed to help others survive and use your child. Unless you took the practice and adapted it in your way to make your child better. But if you just allowing it to be all loose, right? This is why we need to take over the schools in our community. Some of us, some of our jobs need to be being on school boards and being on PTAs. This is what they do. This is what we got elders. We got elders that's going to be retiring. Y'all need to be watching this. What's going on in these schools? Because many of our kids is getting skills. They're practicing, but they're not practicing shit that's going to help build the community. You understand? I mean, I want y'all to think about this. We send our children to some place where they sit for 6 hours a day, and they come back useless to the community. Think that's on accident? All right, last one. Heroes all around, lost not knowing who they are. We need to wake up. I got heroes all around me. They just don't know it yet. They just don't know it yet. But we're going to wake them up, right? Ashe? All right, let's get into the discussion. Did I miss anything? Let's get into the discussion. I'm going to get off. I'm sorry, Anime. Oh, shoot. Before we get off and get into the script time. Because you got to give Brother Haatim a script. Because we already 18 minutes in. I ain't even did the damn script yet. I'm trying, family. I try. I swear I try. And it takes 3 hours to get this damn show ready, man. I got up at 3 o'clock. Did some shit in the dark. Lay back down to 4:30. Got up. Did my exercise. Wrote my haikus. Now I'm here with you. Practice. You get it? Practice. That's what I'm doing. All right, so let's go into the script. I'm sorry I don't have my screen. We do it how we do it. The official haiku for the day. Drop the heavy load. We were never born to bleed alone in the dark. That brother haiku. Damn right. I'm haikuing, right? All right, so I want to greet you first off. And today we step onto the Gye-nyame porch. Yep, I'm still working on a porch. We need to get us a porch, right? A space that's ours, right? Same thing with Timberland. I mean, all this stuff, all you know what I'm saying? We need, but I'm one to rent. Cause I don't like fixing shit. I want to have somebody to call. Hey man, this shit is not working. Get over here now, please. All right? But, I'm just saying. Today we step onto the porch to sit with the third principle of Nguzo Saba, Ujima. For those uninitiated, Ujima means collective worker responsibility. The color is blue, cold and clear like deep water, reminding us of the cool calm that arrives when we stop trying to carry the sky on our backs. In our journey through America as Black American men and women, we have been sold a dangerous myth. And families, let me say this. A lot of my scripts are going to be sounding the same because I'm trying to get across a message. And until I say it 1,000 times, right? Until I say it 1,000 times, you're not going to get it. The statistics demonstrate this. A few of you are outliers and y'all get it. But a majority of us, I have to repeat shit over and over before you be like, damn, is that what you mean? So, I just need you to know that. So let's start over. In our journey through America as Black men and women, we have been sold a dangerous myth. The story of the lone hero. I'm going to kill that shit. We need to kill the lone hero myth. Elder Wakesa does a training where he talks about this concept of how they give us heroes. Because the lone hero piece is often given to us because what it does is it makes a person feel like it can't be them. This is why a lot of times you got to be very careful in how you tell young people stories of some of our legends. Because a lot of times our children hear those stories and think that this motherfucker just came out incredible. Right? We skip right past the work. We script, I'm saying? Like with Tupac, one of the things I loved about Tupac, he used to tell his story about sleeping on the goddamn bench, being homeless. Now you ain't hear that in the later part of his career, but at the beginning of his career, this was known. You know what I'm saying? KRS-One. You know what I'm saying? I used to be homeless. I used to eat out of the trash. He talks about the process, the practice that made him who he was. You dig, right? We gotta lift that up. Peace, bro. I'll be over there. All right. So the story of the lone hero. We've been conditioned to believe that maturity means suffering in silence. That strength is measured by how much weight you can carry before your spine breaks, and that asking for help is a sign of weakness. We wear our fatigue like a badge of honor. Sisters carried the weight of an entire household, families, and churches on their shoulders without a moment to catch their breath. Brothers locked their pain in iron vaults, dying inside from hypertension and unexpressed grief because they think a warrior never bleeds in front of the tribe. In the book, 7 Sticks, that's one of my books. You go to the author, go to the description, go to the author page, support a brother. We need a porch around here. We need some Timberland, damn it. All right. An old father sits his 7 bickering children down at the table. I know y'all heard this one, but I'm going to keep on saying it because the books is not flying off the damn shelf. So obviously y'all not reading the book, so I need to go on and say the story to you. An old father sits with his 7 bickering children down, sit them down at the table. He places a single stick on each of their plates. He picks up one stick and snaps it with ease. Then he takes all 7 sticks, binds them together with twine, and challenges strongest child to break the bundle. They try, as they might. No single child can snap the combined bundle. The father reminds them, alone you are fragile and easily broken by the winds of life. Together, bound by the shared responsibility, by the cord of interdependence. Right? Let's go back to some of those. Oh, I ain't even hit y'all with the adjectives this morning. Stopping right there for a second. The adjectives for the Ubuntu loop today. Right? Bound by the cord of accountability. bound by the cord of collaboration, bound by the cord of reliability, bound by the cord of interdependence, bound by the cord that fortifies, bound by the cord of support, bound by the cord of commitment, bound by the cord of reciprocal action. Those are the adjectives for your Ubuntu loop today. I am because we are because I am. You just plug in the word. But anyway, let's go back. Try as they might, no single child could snap the combined bundle. The father reminded them, alone you are fragile and easily broken by the winds of life. Together, bound by the shared responsibility. In the cord of all those words I said, you become an irresistible force, fam. We become an irresistible force. The subtractive approach of Via Negativa demands that we ask ourselves, what false narratives do we need to scrape off today? We do not need to do more or add 10 more tasks to our already overflowing calendar. We need to drop the weight. We need to strip away the hyper-individualism that has crept into our minds like a parasite. Hyper-independence is not strength. It is an unhealed trauma wearing a cape. It is the illusion that you are an island, that your brother's pain is not your data, or that your sister's struggle is not your responsibility. When we live like this, we feed the enemy, the negative energy entity that thrives on our isolation, division, and unspoken exhaustion. Enemy, that's in the book 7 Sticks. You gotta get the book. Anyway, Ujima asks you to perform a spiritual audit. Scrape off the pride that tells you if you want it done right, you gotta do it yourself. Drop the shame that keeps you from telling your tribe, I am overwhelmed and I need a hand. Release the guilt of not being able to save everybody while your own house burns. When we step into an authentic Ujima, when we step into authentic Ujima, somebody type out, share if you feel me. When we step into authentic Ujima, we realize that the collective work isn't just about organizing external projects. It begins internally by bringing all parts of ourselves, our intuition, mind, emotions, spirit, and body into alignment. From that centered space, we reach out to our brothers and our sisters. Locked hand in hand, smooth seas do not make a skillful sailor, and no single sailor navigates a storm alone. Let's go off the let go of the cape. Let go of the cape. Release the burden. Take your place in the bundle. Stand firm with the tribe, and let the collective carry the load. With that, family, I'm gonna say peace, power, and I wish you joy. Listen, all information is in the description. Click the link down there. Join us on our Telegram group. You know what I'm saying? You get the extended proverb of the day. You get the algorithm of the day. Eventually, you probably start getting the Ubuntu loop of the day. I just have to, I haven't programmed my system yet. But hey, this brother Haatim, and you know what that means. You are now listening to Gye-nyame Journey Radio. This is a Heart of a Symbol production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms.